Okay. Battle report with James's Space Marines. The first time I've played actual Space Marines, not counting Nate's Knight Army, which is ostensibly Black Templar, with the Hrud. It's got a sort of Slanesh theme to it, color-wise, but they're real Space Marines, led by Shrike. Where's Shrike? Oh, with claws. Assault Marines?
Yes. 2 ironclads.
Ironclads? What's he? Is this just Assault Marine? Or is he a special?
He's the sergeant.
He's the sergeant, okay. 3 Tech Marines, because there's 3 Thunderfire cannons somewhere.
On the board.
On the board. Oh, okay. Already out. 2 drop pods with these guys in it? Yes. 2 flyers, another drop pod with...
Yes.
Tactical squad.
No.
Oh.
The Stern Guard.
Stern Guard. And then you got 1 tac squad and 1 sniper, whatever.
2 tac squads.
2 tac squads.
Okay.
And a scout squad.
Yeah.
With, does that have a character in it? What's his name?
Just a sergeant.
Okay, just a sergeant. That's it? That's the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're playing Tactical Escalation on this here desert board, where James is going to deploy on this side because I've already deployed with nothing. And my army, since James has never played this before, these are grotesques. There are 7 of them. They're going to be deep striking with this homunculus. These are grotesques with Urian Ratheart. He's the grotesque homunculus leader. They're going to be in this here raider. Also deep striking. Not flawlessly. I've got a Dark Artisan, which is a Pain Engine, a Parasite Engine, and a homunculus. They will deep strike. I've got 1 Parasite Engine, the one that's from Star Wars. It's just wandering along. And then I got another Dark Artisan, same thing, they deep strike. I've got 2 Venoms, which are the skimmers with lots of poison shots. They will deep strike on round 1 with a group of racks, which are toughness 4, close combat guys in them. And then I have 2 squads of essentially useless, unless they're holding objective, racks, which are walking onto the board at some point. And my warlord is this guy, no, right here, who wants to die from an AP1, AP2, or instant death weapon. He will do his best to accomplish that. And I already deployed, because I deep strike 2 units, and you deploy away. Okay, his deployment and scouting and infiltrating are done. Shrike and boys are here. Sniper guys are there. Thunderfires and Tac Marines and Thunderfires and Tac Marines and Thunderfire. And so I deployed first and choose to give you the first turn. So you get to move and bring in your drop pods and all that fun. A drop pod, right? 2. So you got Supremacy. Oh, it's going to be pretty easy to accomplish, I think. At the end of your turn, you're going to get D3 because he got Supremacy and I don't have anyone on the board. So he'll, by definition, hold a bunch of objectives. And these things are bolstered, 1, 2, 3. All right, so drop pods and move away. To the end of round 1, or turn 1, whatever, the Space Marines. Raven Guard got 3 points because he scores his objective, and I got nothing on the board. So it is my turn 1, where I got to bring in the 2 scalpel racks and keep them alive. Okay. I deep strike here. The Ironclad probably, well, he won't be able to flame me. He could charge me if he wanted. I didn't deviate. I'm here. I'm going to try to shoot these guys down, I think. And that's where we are. Just a note, I drew Domination, and I discarded at the end of this turn. All right, so these guys unload 24 shots plus the ossifiers, killing 3 guys, and they went to ground. And do you run away?
No.
No.
Upgraded sergeant.
Upgraded sergeant, who I did not kill because he is laying down and hiding. All right, so it's on to round 2, where you draw 2 cards because you already scored 1, and the score is currently 3-0.
Perfect.
All right, so what else we got? Is that all the movement?
That is...
Drop pod comes slamming through the roof here, does not damage itself. These guys get out with their combi melta, walks over the building. Shrike and boys just hang out, I guess.
Yeah.
Doing the thing. That flyer comes in. He walks over to hold objective 2 because that's what he's got to do. And you got to get behind enemy lines, which you will have with Shrike. And so it's on to the shooting phase. You already ran, so we actually are shooting already. Yep. All right, in the shooting phase, he gets first blood, taking out a Venom. Taking a whole point off this with a lot of barrage shots from the Thunderfire, which mostly missed. What else we got? Assault? No, can he assault? He's going to go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it. He does.
Shit.
Wow. Ah. All right, I invul saved out of the Dreadnought attack. It was crazy. Should not have happened, but it did. So, point-wise, you're at 4 points now. And then cards, you got 4 points because of First Blood. And then you got behind enemy lines from Shrike, so that's another 5 points. And what's the other one? Oh, hold objective 2.
Yes.
You got that, so you have no cards. So you're up to 6 points then, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, he's at 6 points to 0. And I gotta see what comes in. Well, first cards, I get Kingslayer and Secure Objective 2, which is his objective he's got right there that I can't take from him because I don't have an objective securing unit. Movement. Parasite Engine comes in, we're walking, as do the Scarlet Epicurean Racks. These guys walk over here to assault Space Marines. I kind of was tempted to take these guys in assault Space Marines, but no. They're going to be here. Deep struck here, and the one homunculus takes a wound. Those guys deep strike there, they're fine. And my other units, one of them is back in ongoing reserve, and the last one is just not here. And so we're on to shooting. This is not a good game for the Hrud so far, since we're not going to score any points. So on to the assault phase. I charge you.
All right.
Darr. Oh, sad is me. I killed 2 guys, but he wiped out my 3 guys that made it into the charge. They go 3 inches, and it is on to his turn where you have a flyer still in reserve?
Yes.
And that's it? So you draw 3 cards. The score is still 6 to 0 at the top of turn 3. Not looking good for the Hrud. We'll see how this goes. Scour the Skies, which you immediately discard. Recon, which we will almost get. And
Secure Objective 6.
Secure Objective 6, and one more because you drew Scour the Skies.
Witch Hunter.
Witch Hunter, you discard and draw another.
Harness the Warp.
Did you discard and draw another? You can tell how well shuffled this is. It favors the Psychics.
Secure Objective 3.
Okay, there you go. Fire comes here. Still in flying mode. Those guys go there. Dreadnought identifies the objective, so he's going to get recon. This guy leaves objective 2 to apparently face the Dark Artisans, and we're on to the that shooting phase, apparently. Okay. So in the shooting phase, these guys don't take any wounds from a bunch of Thunderfire. This Venom wrecks guys get out. They can't be pinned because they're fearless. That guy, dude, he's shooting anything? Is he shooting at
I don't know.
Monster over there?
No.
You can see him, there's no problem. He can even flame me.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, he can flame.
Do both then.
Yep, alright.
Melta.
Misses.
Flamer.
You roll a 6. Yeah. 3 up save. Feel no pain. He's good.
Okay.
Because he's a parasite with a soul siphon. Cool. Alright, there's no other things. Okay. So, well, those guys going to shoot?
No, they're just going to assault.
They're going to assault. Okay. Very well. The assaults it is. Alright, things kind of turn around. Both monsters just smash down the Ironclads, who are now wrecks. This one actually exploded, and he's just gone. He did wound me when exploding, but I felt no pain. And points, though, what'd you get? You're at 6 points so far. You got 7 for recon, because all the objectives are known now. And secure objective 6, do you got that one?
That one.
That's this one right here. So you got that. That's 8 points. It's going to be hard to come back from this. And what else you got?
Secure Objective 3.
Objective 3, that's the one the drop pod holds, right? All right, so 9 points. 9 to 0. Okay, here we go. I get secure objective 5. Okay. Scarlet Epicureans walk on here. Urian Radart lands there. This thing crawls to the top of the building. They come around the building. I've got all my units in now, finally. These guys have to hold this objective, so they're there. Those guys don't really move much, and this squad comes in here, and one of them actually takes a wound from dangerous terrain. And the score, of course, is still 0 to 9, and we'll see what we can do here. So, onto the shooting phase. Okay, the shooting was subpar. I took a gun off a drop pod. I glanced a drop pod. I killed some Space Marines. Two Space Marines. And I ran and hold that objective. And so, onto the assault phases, where assaults will happen. Okay, I do not get Kingslayer, but I win the combat killing the Tech Marine. I'm holding objective 2, so I'm actually going to get a point. And do I hold objective 5? I do, because I got guys hanging out down there. So I actually got 2 points, discarding 2 cards. And in the assault phase, here's what happens. I've locked up all these Marines because I multi-charged. I failed to destroy this drop pod. It's even smashing with strength 10. It's got 1 whole point left. And in this thing, I won this combat, but everyone's locked in combat because I ran them down and they shall know no fear. Oh, and there's 1 lone rack surrounded by a bunch of whatever they're called. Stern Guard. Hanging out there, which is okay because he's going to die this turn, but he kept the Stern Guard from shooting anything. And so you get a total of 4 cards because it's round 4, and your flyer, which is not here, is here. We'll see how it goes, as it is currently 2-9. What'd you get?
Big Game Hunter.
Big Game Hunter. Take out a vehicle.
Blood and Guts.
Blood and Guts, which is what destroyed in the assault phase. Ascendancy, which is control any 3 objectives at the end of your turn, which you will probably have. And
no prisoners.
No prisoners, which is completely destroyed during my turn. It could happen. Yeah, because I've got a lone rack, amongst other things. You might even get 3 units, so that will be hard. All right, is on to your movement phase. So your guy comes in. Holding myself back. All right, so movement. Flies in there. Turns and flies here. It's just right at the edge of his movement. Locked in combat. This just signifies they're in the boat. These guys are locked. This flamer walks over to here because he's going to try to kill this grotesquerie. It's going to be a horrible day for someone. And that's where that is. So on to the shooting phase, I guess. Oh, so in the shooting phase, he kills another grotesque. I'm putting a wound on one, which I like because he's going to outnumber me when I do the mass damage charge. This thing jinked its way out of all possible damage. And we're on to combats at this point. Okay. Combat away. Okay, I killed another Space Marine here. It was unbelievably poor rolling. These guys, the 2 machines of death, rolled 1s even when they had shred to wound. You couldn't assault there, and you wouldn't want to. The rack here dies, and this guy takes a wound, but successfully ties that combat, right? Yeah, 1-on-1. And so now we're on to my round 4, but did you score any points? Ascendancy, do you control 3 objective markers? You control 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that gives you D3 victory points.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, well, go ahead. Roll your D3. 3. Wow, bringing it up to 12. Oh, the sadness for the Hrud. What else you got? No prisoners, blood and guts, Big Game Hunter. You didn't get any of those, so.
I did kill a squad.
You did? Oh, you did. Yes. Was that worth 1? A squad? Was that blood and guts? Well, if enemy was completely destroyed in the assault phase, and if an enemy unit was completely destroyed, so you got 2 more for that. Wow. Oh, it's unlikely that I could possibly win this without tabling him, which isn't going to happen. So, what are my cards? I get Secure Objective 1. Haha. Secure Objective 5. And Secure Objective 2. Okay. I'm going to try to redeem myself. The grotesquerie gets out. These guys have to hold this objective because I need it. This vehicle, turbo, or just flies to here. They stay where they are because they need to hold that objective. They're locked in combat. He breaks away and goes after that Tech Marine, and this squad comes over here, and we are going to go on to the shooting phase. Nothing happens in the shooting phase. This turbo boosts over to here. It's going to hear multiple blasts. He breaks off, fires a stinger pistol, does nothing. They're all here, and we're going to go into the assault phase where hopefully something will happen. All right, I'm going to charge there. Combat-wise, as could be expected, the grotesquerie beats these Marines, and this guy's running, but he shall know no fear, so he turns around. I leave 1 Marine there, and I slaughter Shrike and his boys. Scoring points now. So for this turn, I get Kingslayer, which is D3. which is 1. Glorious 1 point, bringing me up to 5. 6 for Warlord. I gave up my own Warlord. I killed him by charging a Tech Marine and got 2 points for it because he's a Scarlet Epicurean, and James got 1. Score objective 2, I've got that, which brings me up to 7 points. Score objective 5, which is the one that the Marines hold, and I'm not going to... No, that's objective... Objective 5, I've got that, which will bring me up to 8 points. And objective 1 is the one that these scouts have. And, yeah, we're not going to get that. So, 6, 7, 8. 8 points. Alright, so it is on to round 5, possibly the last round of the game, where James has 5 cards, but you still had some. What did you have? You had Blood and Guts. Oh, Big Game. Big Game Hunter, so you're going to draw 4. Alright, James got Domination, which is hold every objective on the table.
So you don't have that anymore.
No.
Secure objective 4.
Objective 4, which is this one here.
Which don't have anymore. Secure objective 5.
Objective 5, which is that one over there.
Don't have anymore. And Kingslayer.
Kingslayer, which is you get that one. You get D3 points for that. So go ahead and roll that now. We'll just see what it is.
It's 1 point.
1 point. So bringing him up to 1 more point, which will be, is that 20? 12 plus 6? No.
16.
16. 16. And that's where it stands. These guys move to here. The flyer flies off. This other flyer goes into hover mode. This lone marine turns around and comes after this skimmer because he wants to get Big Game Hunter. And those scouts hang out where they are. So we're seeing the
end of
the Space Marines potentially. But shooting phase. Shooting, he's going to get a point for Big Game Hunter, which I'll score right now for taking out both the Parasite engine on the building and the Raider. And now we're on to the assault phase, where that assault. And we're going to roll for it because in previous rounds, it's been so sad I could still possibly not kill one lone Marine. Raven Guard are not heroically stupid like World Eaters. He does not charge there, and I kill the lone Marine, and those guys shot rapid fire at a guy who's dead. So we're on to my turn, and I did draw 4 cards. So I'm going to get Overwhelming Firepower, Hold the Line, Behind Enemy Lines, and Blood and Guts. Kill a unit in the assault phase. The poor Marine. Okay. Terrible, sad loss, but here we are. Okay, so they move, they hang out. This guy's breakaway. Urian stays where he is, and now we're on to the shooting phase. Nothing happens in the shooting phase, and we are on to the assault phase. Okay, I fail my charge to get to objective 1. Failing to get that one. I hold the line. I've got 3 units, which will get me 1 victory point, pulling me up to 9. I got behind enemy lines. I got a unit there, which, do I have 3 units? No, just 1, so that's another victory point, bringing me up to 10. I got overwhelming firepower? No. And blood and guts. I killed more than 3 units. 1, 2, I killed this Tech Marine, right? Yes, who's just hanging out here. Yes, and so I get D3, I get 1! These D3s have just not paid off for me. So I'm at 11, so he's still winning greatly. Does the game end? No. No, we'll probably get kicked out of the store soon. Overwhelming firepower, I will keep it. So, yep. So we get 6 cards. Secure objective 4, which is this one.
Assassinate.
Assassinate.
And then demolitions.
And demolitions, which you can drop and draw another card, because there are no structural things here.
Teleport attack, that's Grey Knights. Which one is 1-5? Secure objective 5.
Secure objective 5, which is that one right there. It's unlikely, but possible. Okay, so we're on to your movement. So in the movement phase, this thing immobilizes itself in skimmer mode. This thing flies in. Those guys just hang out there on the bridge. That's it. That is. Oh, and this drop pod stays where it is. That one stays where it is. That one blew up over there. Yeah. Okay. So he's got to assassinate Urian, which is a daunting task.
Okay, wounds. 3.
3 wounds. Toughness 5. 4 up invuln. Feel no pain. It will not die.
Okay.
It will not die. Won't matter. So.
Let's do it.
All right, doing it. Scores a victory point for Assassinate, killing Urian Rockhart. Staying way the heck ahead of me point-wise. So I'm going to draw my cards, and we'll see where it goes. So I get to draw 6 cards total. So I got Recon, which I will automatically score. Psychological Warfare. Secure Objective 2. And Harness the Warp, which I discard. And Demolitions, which I discard. And Secure Objective 5. All right. The masked points is what he's going to win for because he's about to be near table phase. All right, so in the shooting, so movement is done. They moved there because I need to hold Objective 2. I need
Objective 5.
Objective 5, which I've got, is over here. And then I need Objective 1, Psychological Warfare, and Overwhelming Firepower. So here we go. In my shooting phase, I cause these guys to take a break test at -1 from Freakish Spectacle. And they pass. All right, which is unfortunate because that's what I wanted for Psychological Warfare. And now it is on to the assaults. In the assault phase, he charges this drop pod for the pure hell of it. These guys just wreck this immobilized flyer. I roll a 3-inch charge, which is really a 1-inch charge due to that grav wave generator, and fail anyways. And it is on to seeing what I score. I do not do... Are you within 3 inches of the objective now?
Yes.
Unfortunate. All right, I don't get that. I didn't remove a unit for Overwhelming Firepower. I do get Recon, which pulls me up to 12 points. I don't get Psychological Warfare. I do secure Objective 2, which pulls me up to 13 points. Only 5 points below him. And I get Objective 5. 4 points below him. Does the game end? I rolled last time. No. On to the last round. So movement phase, he's got this unit and this unit, the only ones that can move. It is by definition the end of the game, so you got to decide what you want to score point-wise. It's going to be a really close game. Just as a point of advice, it would get Linebreaker if it's within range.
If it's flying.
If it is in skimmer mode. But it's got a 12 plus 18-inch move because, 12 plus 12 is a fast skimmer. Whatever that fast skimmer thing is. So
If that's turbo boosting, right?
If it's turbo boosting.
Okay.
So that'll be 1 point. I don't know if it's worth it. He needs to hold that objective, which is kind of unlikely. And he needs to issue a challenge, which would be crazy, but possible. Yeah, so he flies to there. These snipers are going to try to remove me from this objective that he needs to hold. And so they turn around and shoot.
All right.
It's going to be a very close game. He doesn't manage to kill that guy. They cover protect me on the 1 save I had to make, and we're going to see if I can pull up enough points. I've got 2 cards, so I need to have a total of 5 more. Secure Objective 3. Secure Objective 1. Oh, dang, that one's really important, apparently. Secure Objective 4. Secure Objective 4. And Secure Objective 6. Okay, it's looking good for the Hrud. Movement is done. And I just moved guys up here with a good move through cover, and so I'm going to go on to the shooting phase. All right, so shooting phase. I've done all the shooting that I can, and he fails. Running. 2 inches, so he just kind of shuffles around up here. He can't really get down. I mean, he can move, but he can't jump, so yeah. He's there. You move him however 2 inches you want him. There you go. Okay, the game is probably over. I hold this objective. I cause Psychological Warfare, which gives me a point, so bringing me to 3. Do I still have Psychological Warfare? No, I gave it up. Oh. Okay, I fail with Overwhelming Firepower. I secure Objective 1 twice, bringing me up to 2 points below you. And then I secure Objective 6, bringing me up to 1 point below you. This is going to be an extremely close game. Secure Objective 4. That's that one right there. I will pull up 1 point above the Space Marines. And I don't get Secure Objective 3 because I don't even know where that one is.
It's over here.
What's that one that that drop pod holds next to my guy that can't deny it? And we both get Linebreaker, so that's irrelevant. You already got your First Blood and Warlords and all that been scored. So there we go. It was an incredibly close game. with a Hrud victory in the very end.